what's up, comic fans? This is Confire Comics, and we're here bringing you another spoiler talk on Fear the Walking Dead, Episode 5. I'm Confire Rich.
And I'm Confire Nate, and we are down to one left. Just one episode left, and this episode definitely came out and gave us a nice little... it laid the groundwork for what I think is going to be a pretty exciting finale. What was the biggest thing that really stuck out to you, Rich?
Probably that the military was leaving, because for whatever reason that was just agitating me, how they was already like taking over like that. So when I found out that they was evacing and that they was going to dip, now it leaves for these people to, they have to band back together, stand up on their own and start making moves instead of just sit in their houses and go play dress up and smash up chandeliers and break picture frames in somebody's house. But I like that, and shoot, Senor Salazar, he kind of stood out because he cut that dude.
He's like, dude up. He's some kind of like, cartel, foreign,
he kept talking
military
about war
or
before,
something. I mean, this guy he's a bad dude. I mean, he's a bad guy. I mean, all around, not in a bad sense. Just saying, he understands that he is willing to go as far as he has to go to do what he's got to do. And he was torturing that guy, didn't even blink. Obviously now his daughter knows, and he's just like, hey, I got to do what I got to do to protect my family. And he's willing to cross that line, something that Travis is not willing to do. Travis couldn't even pull the trigger, just for the simple fact that he remembered that girl because of the place that they had been at. So I mean, he recognized her. It's kind of interesting that
he was somebody. It was somebody that he knew.
Yeah, I want to feel like he had been in that place before, and he saw her name tag, and that's kind of what
Kimberly or whatever. I wasn't sure. He just looks like, oh, this used to be a person, or it was like, she served me donuts one day.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not entirely sure, but I mean, you can kind of play it either way. You can figure he's probably recognized this lady or something, or he recognized that she was a person. It's interesting because you have two characters. You have Salazar and you have Travis, and they both are on completely different paths, but what you need is something more in the middle. And Travis is so far to the pacifist, and Salazar is so further to being an aggressive person. They need to come to a middle line, and that's what it takes to survive in this world. And I'm hoping that, and I have a feeling that that's what every episode it seems like Travis is getting pushed a little bit. To see, Travis is having to realize what it takes. He was there. He saw them guys go into that school, it looked like, and they lost some guys, and they were like, man, we're getting out of here. And the dude's like, I know exactly where I'm going. I'm going to get my family.
Like, I'm dipping. I wish they would have showed that, because they show them go in and they're yelling, but I was like, there wasn't even no cuts. I guess they did that to build suspense, like from his point of view, like what's going on. I don't know what's happening. Yeah. But that was like, we could have actually seen somebody clear a building, which I found very ironic that you got these trained military personnel. They've got body armor on. They're decked out. They've got automatic weapons. They got night vision, and they still go in there and get handled. I mean, they're just being overwhelmed. Call Rick and Glenn and Daryl, and the three of them could have gone and cleared that school out. You know what I'm saying?
And then plus you got to figure, I wouldn't even go as far as to guarantee that everyone knows, bullet to the head and they're dead. I mean, you sitting there dropping.
I think they do, because they come in and cleared. Remember when the military first come in and take over that neighborhood, and that wife was about that chick? They boom, headshot. The doctor already knows the head. Putting him in the head is the only way to take him out. Damage to the brain. And they've been going around killing these zombies.
Well, plus, and you remember the one guy said, he's like, we've been up for 50 hours straight. Okay, so imagine being completely exhausted and literally you just can't handle it, man. You just
Rick Grimes could have handled it.
What was that?
Huh?
What was that?
I said Rick Grimes could have handled it.
I could hear you on my side. No, They're prepared.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, these guys, they're not ready for it. They can't handle it, and they look lost, and they want to be with their families. You know, they don't like the idea of having to be in charge of other people. I mean, you can see it breaking. I mean, right at the beginning, you know, the guys are standing there. You know, the one guy's like, "I'm not doing this anymore."
Yeah, they're barely holding it together. Yeah, they're barely holding it together.
But they just don't have it.
So the thing with the military, they were just there for a while, and I guess they got orders that they're going to get evac. So somebody's coming in a helicopter to pick them up, but only them, and then they was going to kill the other people, or not kill the people in the town, but maybe kill the people in the hospital. Because it might have sounded like they was going to be executing some people, and then just the military was going to dip and go somewhere.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of what it seemed like to me. That's kind
of what I was thinking too.
All I can imagine is that maybe it's, you know, they're getting overwhelmed. You know, because we really don't know what's going on outside of these fences on a grander scale. You know, there could be hordes of zombies coming in different directions, overtaking areas.
They might need that military to beef up somewhere else. And like, yo, we need y'all. Y'all gonna have to evac. That place ain't worth saving. We're setting up something better, whatever. So who knows? Maybe we'll find out in this next one. I doubt it. We'll find out why the military's evac. We'll just see all the aftermath go down.
Well, and the thing is too,
that stadium.
Oh, okay. So let me throw one thing out real fast before we talk about that, because I want to talk about that real fast. Another thing, and I think just like you mentioned earlier, you know, they're really not showing a lot of the zombies, and I think that's on purpose. Just like you said, it builds up suspense. But from Walking Dead, where you see zombies all the time, you've kind of gotten less. It's just a normal thing. Oh, look, there's about 10 zombies. All right, take them out. You know, there's not a whole lot of fear. And, of course, they're trying to instill fear. They're trying to remind you that these zombies are a threat. You know, in Walking Dead, because it's been going on, you kind of just like, zombies. You know, it doesn't, there's still not, that fear is not there. So it's kind of like when you watch a scary movie or an alien movie or something where you don't actually see the creature until the end. You know, it's all that suspense of, well, you might see a hand or you might see a shadow. You know, it builds up suspense, and that's what I feel like they're trying to do. I feel like the finale, we're going to see some zombies. We're going to see some serious zombies. And, okay, now to the stadium. All right, now the whole thing about the stadium is that they locked a bunch of people in there. It might have been maybe their first area that they were trying to hold down. You know, that might have been their first base. They didn't really talk about that much. But when it just got overwhelmed, they shut and locked the door. With people in there that were still not turned, they didn't know, they locked the door. So that stadium is filled with zombies. Okay?
Yeah.
You see Mr.
How many people do you think is in there? Do you think there was like an actual event in there? Or do you think when stuff hit the fan that was like a safety zone that was set up where everybody was like, yo, go to this? Because they made it, when they went to the stadium, dude, you got the impression that this thing is overloaded with zombies. Like, that's the impression that they gave you. This thing is overloaded. And I was like, holy crap, that got me kind of nervous when they was busting out the door.
I mean, you could think about it either way. I mean, imagine if there was an event, it would be loaded with thousands of people. Even if it was an event, I mean, from so many like movies that we've seen, I mean, stadiums are constantly used for like base of operations. I don't know how many movies you've seen.
It might have been like a safe zone that everybody just
they were like, get everybody in here,
go to the stadium, and
exactly. So either way, it's filled with thousands of zombies. Okay, now my thought. Now I don't know if you thought about this, but I'm thinking, I see Mr. Salazar releasing those zombies, and what I think is he's going to use that as a distraction. Okay, I mean, this guy he wants to get to his wife, even though she's dead. He doesn't know that. But he wants to get to his wife. What would cause these guys to redirect their focus more than thousands of zombies pouring out of a stadium? All right? And then it would be kind of like, I don't know, man. They showed that stadium, and they showed it right there at the end. I'm just like, dude, those doors are coming down. And it's going to be, they're coming. I mean, I feel it happening.
I know something's going to happen with those zombies in the stadium, 100%. Whether he lets them out or not, who knows. But something definitely going to go down with them.
It's a lot.
I guess the last thing I want to hit on is, yo, what's up with this random black dude in this jail cell? Like, when they first showed him, I was like, what's he doing? And then he gets this guy kicked out, you know, got him all worked up where he broke down crying. So they took him, and then he saves Nick, talking about, which this got me excited. I didn't care for this dude until the very end where he was like, I need somebody like you to, you know, to fill my plan. I don't know how long Nick's been in here, if it's just been like a day or what. But he seems to not be in any pain other than the fact that he's throwing up. But he wasn't like convulsing or anything, and you know they're not giving him any drugs. But he says, I need somebody of your skills. You know, Nick's like, yo, you know, what's up? He's like, I got a key. So,
I'm thinking,
I don't know, that's just weird. That dude, I feel like, him in a weird way.
Well, I feel like this guy is just another example of somebody who can see when things are going bad. Just kind of like Mr. Salazar. This guy, he realizes stuff's going bad, and he's learning to play the game. You know, he realizes that he's inside this place, he needs to get out, and he has a plan to do it. I don't know what that plan is, but the more people you bring into this story that are able to recognize when things are going bad and adapt, and this guy obviously seems like he's adapting. I was really excited. Like, at first, I'm the same way as you. That first whole scene, I was like, what's this guy doing? What's he doing? I thought maybe he was like the shrink or something. Like, he was like the military shrink, and he's like helping people. And then he's like, okay. And then he starts talking to Nick, and I'm like, man, it's the new Batman and Robin of the Apocalypse. You got that guy, and you got Nick. You know, they're gonna figure out a way out of there, and they're gonna save the day. So I like this guy. I hope he turns into a regular. Even just from this one episode, I'm like, man, what he thinks and what he's saying seems like he's the guy that needs to be teamed up with Nick to help Nick out of there.
I feel like he's going to stay around for a while. I don't feel like he's just going to be like a one and done, or he's going to die, or he's going to go his own way. I feel like he's going to stick around for a little bit. What else was I about to say about that? And you know, it's curious. I was thinking, like, everybody's getting their own plans. You know, Senor Salazar, he's got a plan that he's going to try to go in and take. Nick and this dude got a plan, and he knows the military's going to leave, and they're going to dip. Who knows what's going to happen with Travis's ex-wife, you know, because her and that doctor were actually in there trying to work on people, and they already said they're short on doctors. So is she going to split off and continue to go with this doctor, or is she going to try to evac? Are they all going to hook back up together? So I'm not sure what's going to happen. You know, are they all going to keep splitting up? You know, how they're going to come together if they each got their own plan in place going down at the same time. Yeah. But it's kind of interesting to, you know, wait and see what's going to happen with all that. I don't know what's up with those kids. I wish Travis's actual son would just die already. For some reason, he gets on my nerves. Just the smart mouth little punk. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
It's like, that whole like teenage like issues thing that you're just like, man, this isn't the time for this.
Nobody I don't has remember teenage seeing issues Carl during apocalypse.
That's Carl wasn't crying and whining, but I mean, I guess, maybe he was a little bit, but I mean,
well, he has moments. He has different stuff. You know, what his dad is doing, but when you watch it, it makes sense because they have to do with the apocalypse. It's not like, let's go in this house and dress up and, you know, hey, apologize to her. You come in there and got real snooty. Like, are you kidding me? I have to apologize. I'm like, dude, you in her house. Get out. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't. Yeah, no, the kid is driving me nuts. Yeah, I'm tired of dealing with these emotions of, you know, don't respect me and I have my privacy and I'm a grown person and I can do, like, I don't know. It's just I was like, shut up. I wish he'd get bit already. Well, Travis is the only one that I like. I mean, not Travis. Nick's the only one that I like as far as the kids are concerned. I don't know how old he is, but where's Tobias? We're gonna keep asking that.
Where is Tobias?
Tobias has got to pop up. I know they didn't just throw him in
Tobias Watch Alert.
I know. Hashtag where's Tobias?
Where's Tobias?
But guys, that's review, man, of Fear the Walking Dead, episode 5. Let us know what you think. You know, like, comment, subscribe, man. Get down in the comments. Where do y'all think Tobias is? What do y'all think is going to happen? We're excited to see this finale. I'm sad that's only, you know, going to be 6. But on the plus note, we're going to be shifting over to The Walking Dead. And, oh, I can't wait for any of that. But hey, go follow us on Twitter. You can follow me at ComfireRich. Follow Nate at ComfireNate. Man, until next time, we out.
See ya.